Hello, my name is Iris. I'm Student Council President, and this week's Student Spotlight is Ahsa Sadhukhan. Thank you for joining us, Ahsa. Would you like to introduce more about yourself?
Hi, my name is Ahsa Sadhukhan. I have been attending Linden Hall for 5 years now as a day student. I am a senior this year. I am also the Linden Hall Leaves, so our yearbook editor-in-chief and senior class president.
What are the difficulties that you face as a class president, and how do you solve them?
So, as class president, my main job is to make sure that our class stays unified and that we're doing all the things we need to do, such as doing our senior song, our banner, organizing our class gifts. So, lots of different traditional things that need to go on this year, and it's my job to make sure that they happen. So, I think probably the biggest trouble that we've been having this year is the fact that we are all over the world. Nobody is really in person. Even the people who are in person, they're going online from time to time. So I think just finding ways that we can still stay together even though we are super far apart. So one thing that we've done so far this year is that we had sort of a senior night. A couple of us came onto campus on the weekend. We had pizza, we watched a movie, and we did a bonfire. So that was something that some of the international students were able to join onto because we worked out the time difference and we watched the movie together, and then we just had some time to hang out.
How has Yearbook changed with COVID?
So, Yearbook as a whole has definitely changed a lot this year and this past year just because of COVID-19. Last year, I think towards the end of the year, the way we were documenting things sort of started to really shift because graduation turned online, baccalaureate was online, our whole second semester was online. So our spring supplement, which is forthcoming, looks a lot different than it has ever before. And this year especially, because our seniors are so spread out and we have staff members all across the world, and the events that we would usually be talking about in the yearbook are looking very different. We're having to organize our book and document things in different ways. So look for a very different, very special, stepping up our game yearbook this year. I think one of the newest things that we've sort of implemented this year is the fact that all underclassmen sort of have this little blurb about them that goes with the headshot that they've submitted. And that's something we haven't done in years past, but just because we don't have sports team photos and we don't have large event photos, we still want to make sure that everybody is still recognized and we know what they've taken part of throughout the year, and this is just a new way to do it.
I heard Yearbook received an honorary mention from Balfour. Congratulations, and would you be able to briefly tell us how you did that?
Yeah, so for the 2019-2020 yearbook, our yearbook club, so our entire yearbook, received an honorary recognition. So that means we were in the top 10% of this national book company's sort of yearbooks as far as quality and documentation of the year goes. So I think that's something that we all have been working super hard towards. We've only managed to get into that book once before, and that was for a single page. So for last year's book, we were honored as an entire unit, so that was really amazing. There are only a couple hundred books, I would say, nationwide that make it in there, so that's something we're really proud of. I think sort of the thing my yearbook members will realize that I preach about is that we're trying to raise our game every year. So last year we really focused in on quality of photos, implementing our theme, having an awesome cover. So I think just because we are improving so steadily, that was something that really put us over the edge and helped us get that recognition that definitely the club members have been working so hard for.
So far, the last question. How do you feel about being involved with leadership at Linden Hall?
Personally, I really love being involved in LH's leadership. I think teachers and staff members and students are just so supportive of what we're trying to do here and how much work it takes to actually get done what we want to do. So I think the people here are what really make it worth becoming a leader, taking on a leadership position here, just so we can help the people who are helping us and give back to our community. So I think that's like the main reason, what gives me the warm and fuzzies about being a leader in the LH community, but sort of why everybody should be pushing themselves to move forward and give back to the community that has invested so much of their time into you.
This is the end for today's spotlight, and don't forget to watch the next episode. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Bye.